My grandfather, a man of few words, always fascinated me. His old Victorian house, passed down through generations, stood as a silent testament to untold stories. After his passing, the house fell into our family's care. It was a treasure trove of forgotten relics, whispering tales of bygone eras. I felt the pull of my grandfather's enigmatic spirit, drawing me to explore the attic. Dust motes danced in the faint rays of sunlight filtering through the attic's grimy windows. The air hung heavy with the scent of aged wood and forgotten memories. Cobwebs draped the room like ghostly shrouds. I navigated through a labyrinth of discarded furniture, forgotten toys, and stacks of yellowed books. My heart pounded as I stumbled upon a large, ornately carved chest tucked away in a shadowy corner. Its dark wood gleamed faintly under the layers of dust. Intrigued, I tried to lift it. It was heavier than I anticipated, as if something significant lay within. There, hidden beneath a thick layer of grime, was a tarnished metal lock. The lock seemed to mock me, a silent guardian of whatever secrets lay hidden within the chest's depths. Little did I know, my quest for answers would lead me down a path far more sinister than I could have ever imagined. The weight of the chest, both literal and metaphorical, pressed down on me. It was a tangible link to my grandfather's past, a past I was desperate to understand. The intricate carvings on the chest seemed to writhe in the dim light, whispering tales of forgotten times. I spent days trying to pry open the chest, but it remained resolute, its secrets stubbornly guarded. The lock was old, likely crafted by a skilled artisan, and seemed to resist my every attempt. I considered forcing it open, but something held me back. It felt disrespectful, almost sacrilegious. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, I scoured the attic for any sign of the key. I sifted through dusty boxes, examined old furniture, and peered into cracked vases, but my efforts proved futile. The key remained elusive, as if deliberately hidden from my grasp. Frustration gnawed at me, but I refused to give up. My grandmother, my grandfather's lifelong companion, must know something. My grandmother, her face etched with the wisdom of years, listened patiently as I recounted my discovery. Her eyes, usually twinkling with amusement, took on a distant, somber look. She seemed troubled, a flicker of fear dancing in their depths. Finally, she spoke, her voice barely a whisper. "That chest, it holds darkness, secrets best left undisturbed." Her words hung in the air, a chilling contrast to the warmth of her usual demeanor. I was taken aback by her reaction. Her words were not those of an old woman indulging her grandson's curiosity. They were a warning, a plea to abandon my quest. "Grandmother," I pressed, "what do you know about the chest? What secrets could it possibly hold?" She sighed, her gaze drifting to the window as if lost in a distant memory. "Your grandfather, he wasn't always the man you knew," she began, her voice barely audible. "He carried burdens, dark secrets that haunted him until his final days." She turned to me, her eyes pleading. "Some things are best left buried, Josh. Promise me you'll leave the chest alone." Her words, heavy with unspoken truths, did little to quell my curiosity. They only served to fan the flames of my determination. Despite my grandmother's warnings, I couldn't shake the feeling that the key to the chest, and to my grandfather's past, lay hidden somewhere within the house. Driven by an unwavering sense of purpose, I resumed my search, this time expanding my scope beyond the attic. I scoured every nook and cranny of the old Victorian house, from the dusty basement to the cobweb-draped attic. Days turned into weeks, and my frustration grew with each passing hour. Just when I was about to give up hope, a glint of metal caught my eye. It was nestled in the back of a drawer in my grandfather's old writing desk, a drawer I had somehow overlooked in my previous searches. My heart pounded in my chest as I reached for it, my fingers trembling with anticipation. It was an old, ornately crafted key, its surface tarnished with age. The instant my fingers brushed against its cold metal, I knew. This was it, the key to the chest, to my grandfather's secrets. With renewed determination, I raced back to the attic, my heart pounding in my chest. The air crackled with anticipation, a palpable energy that seemed to emanate from the chest itself. As I inserted the key into the lock, a chill ran down my spine. The lock clicked open with a heavy thud, breaking the silence that had hung in the air for decades. With a deep breath, I lifted the heavy lid.